Hello, hello. It's so good to see everyone. What a fantastic evening to get together and do the Psychic Circle. It's storming where we are, but I know that we have people all across Canada tonight. We are still waiting for some others to join us. So while we're waiting, why don't we get started with our introductions? I am East Coast Mystic, and my Facebook page is East Coast Mystic, and I have a website, eastcoastmystic.com. And I do this because I love connecting to spirit, and I believe that we can receive guidance that can help us. So I'm really interested to see what comes through tonight for you. Welcome.
Hello, welcome on this holiday month here. I'm excited about tonight, and we're going to be doing runes. So my name is Moonshine. I can be found on Facebook under Moonshine, and I have runes and runes available and some classes if you want to learn how to do them yourself. Yeah, so excited to participate here tonight with you guys and see what the runes have to say.
Hi, I'm Mystic Gypsy, and I'm really excited for the messages that are coming through tonight. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Mystic Gypsy with 2 eyes. Yeah, I'm doing cards tonight and communicating with spirits. Can't wait.
So friends, I am Misfit, aka the Misfit Intuitive. You can find me on all social media platforms as the Misfit Intuitive. And if you happen to be in the St. John area, you can find me at the 5th and final week of the Rockwood Park Campground's German-style Christmas market this coming Friday through Sunday to get all your Christmas shopping done. No readings, but I have lots to offer.
Right on. Okay. So here's how it works. Every single person, yes.
Regina,
Yes.
I was just texting with Rhonda, my cousin there, that's supposed to be with us, and she said she didn't get a link.
I sent her on Facebook.
On Facebook?
Yeah, she messaged me on my East Coast Mystic page.
Okay.
Let me just make sure she, I'll just tag her name in it.
Yeah, yeah, she said her link is great. She didn't get an email. I checked junk mail also. I just sent Facebook. So sorry to interrupt you.
No, we want to make sure she has it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just copy the link in the message I sent her and make sure she has it. Tag her there.
Yeah. So it was through Facebook or through Messenger?
Yeah, she sent me a message through Facebook.
Okay.
She just wrote me and said, I can't go to the link and would like to attend. I would like a general. I sent her a link again, but if you...
Would you like me to send her a contact and you can send it to her, like text it to her?
I don't have my cell around. I can't text.
Okay, no worries.
But you could do it if you have the link and know how to do that.
Oh, I can send her my link?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I could do that. Okay.
Yeah, try that then.
Because I actually had to send email. I had to text the link to myself. So.
Okay. Well, maybe that'll work for her. Okay. Sorry about that. We want to make sure everybody can get in. I'm not very technical. Let me find you back. Okay, there we go. And there is still another person that is going to join. So we'll just watch for them. We can get started with the people that are here. And as soon as they can log on, of course, they will be part of the circle as well. So let's get started here. So we have the choices. So I do want to connect with Amy and Sheldon. I really feel drawn to Amy, and so here's how it works. You get 3 choices. You can get a general message. Oh, there's Rhonda. You can get a general message. You can receive a message from the other side, or you can ask any specific question about anything you want to know. So what would you like to do?
I would actually like to ask a specific question.
Okay.
And the question is, what paths should I take, or what changes should I make to fulfill me more in life?
Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. The rest of the psychics are going to get connected and see what comes up for them. So first off, I do have to say that the messages that I'm receiving, this does represent a materialistic aspect. Okay, I'm getting a lot of coins, and I'm getting that this has to do with not only balance, but it has to do with sharing money and fairness of it and financial matters. So when I feel like this card that's coming up, I got the 6 of Pentacles for you. And when this comes up for me, it lets me know that you are meant to think of something that you can invest in. You're meant to invest in business right now. You're meant to invest in education right now, learning something new, but also planning for the future. And while I like this, it does mean that this is the month you are meant to receive messages. I have major goosebumps, and I sense a spirit standing right between you two. And I can actually see it like on your wall. And I keep getting Harvey. I don't know why I'm getting Harvey, but Harvey is around you, and I think he has to do with guiding you towards the finances and the balance and the freedom that you seek. So I do feel that you are meant to receive something new and do something new. So once you
you good? Yay!
Oh, one sec. Okay, so I feel that right now this represents your finances have to do with your relationship. I do have to say, like, when you two are balanced and have the ideas, you can create and manifest anything. And I feel like your future success is all about things that you can plan and do together. And this is your relationship and finances are intertwined right now. So this is a soulmate thing. It does have to do with new business. And it does have to do with keeping your relationship balanced because of it. What I love is that when this card comes up for career, it means that the universe is helping you. And a lot of what you do does have to do with the guidance that's around you. So I see a positive opportunity coming for you to act on. And I think that you should be excited about a new path and go for it. You're already lined up. The key is 6. So that's like 6 things, or like 6 is your number because you got the 6 of Pentacles for me.
Hi there. Yeah, did some runes here for you here. And right off dead center, you've got Gibu, which is a gift of relationship and union of partners. And it was right in the center. So that is dead on, that it is something, the fulfillment is going to come within the partnership. It also shows right above it that there is a cycle being set forth of something that's a standstill that you've identified, and it actually has to do with the season because we're here at December, but something has come to a standstill and a change, and it's a cycle of the year, and you're reassessing, asking some questions of what you want to do. It does show here that there is an answer, that within this is the answer to your question, so that you've asked for this guidance, so you have been looking at this for together. It says within 3 months that there'll be something that you're going to put down solid to like mark what you're going to do. So kind of like a stake in the ground, like that's what we're going to do. There is a discovery phase up until then. So just continue to ask questions. You also got the amethyst around you, which is using intuition, and a fluorite around you, which is for higher ideals. So I do feel that it's going to be discussions, might even be something on a therapeutic or spiritual or a healing type of avenues. And that there'll be something that you want to set forth and put into place and start in the spring. So it looks really good. And you also got a card of strength as well. And it was a masculine and feminine strength. So that's really about drawing on each other's strengths of whatever one person can offer and the other person can offer. And then that's going to continue to make the balance and create what you want. So maybe kind of break down the parts once you decide what you're going to do and who takes care of what, a little bit, that sort of thing, but as a team. So, but it looks awesome. And you've got joy right on top. So it is a journey of joy, and joy is the season is what actually came to me as soon as you guys came up for your reading. It was joy is the season, and your ruin came up, joy on top. So have a great Christmas.
Great, thank you.
Hi, Annie. So, it's definitely, there is a change happening for you. Like what I'm seeing is that you've kind of hit the limit of what kind of career path that you're currently in, and it's showing that you are seeking this direction and this transformation, and it might feel like things are kind of falling out of place over this next few months, because it's like this transition phase, right? Like that change. But I do see you doing, is there something that you've tried before that you didn't quite finish? Or there's like an interest for you that really like intellectually intrigues you. And I'm not sure if it's in the healthcare field or like the legal field, but there is something that you're able to be assertive, and it's something that you're able to really use your ability to make decisions, and it's kind of like I see you in like a leader position. So right now, currently where you are, what it's showing me is it's time to move on. It's time to like change up something, because your path, like you're being given these signs, but you're not trusting them. And it's showing that there is message coming for you in your dreams. I don't know if you dream or remember your dreams. But what I'm seeing is, especially during this, right now, it's like a new moon tomorrow. So I feel like your spirit and your soul is open right now, and it wants, because it's kind of like you're seeking, right? And it wants to find those answers for you. So I definitely do see this change, but I do see that you're not getting enough rest. And I think that once you start to get that rest, this feeling of what is the next step will kind of just release, and you'll have that like clarity that you're seeking. Because I do have the actual like clarity card, and there's a breakthrough. So it's just that right now it feels like it's not, but that's always right before it happens, right? So it's just trusting and knowing that this is right now. You just keep pushing through, but don't over stress, because it's I feel like it's like when you're sitting kind of like this, it's like you just need to take your hands off and just like be like, you know what, it's going to come to me, but I just need to take a breath. So I definitely see change, but it's kind of like you got to approach it with like this next few months with like childhood kind of like enjoyment, like seeking like that, like you're not afraid to try anything. Like if it seems hard, you got this, you can do it. So just trusting yourself in the path that you're feeling called to. And if there is something that you started when you were a bit younger that maybe you didn't fall into, or it didn't work out, and you're kind of interested in it now still, or it intrigues you, take a look at it. It might be something worth revisiting, and you might have had breakthrough since then, so it might fit, and it just might be what you're looking for. So I'm really excited. There is some great things, and I have this beautiful Lovers card here for you. So you've just got harmony and good energy coming for you in the next 6 to 12 months.
That's also a 6 card.
Yes, that's
And the soulmate card, and that represents the giving and receiving and the eye to eye and having the same Wow, there's synchronicity. I got goosebumps. Okay, I'm gonna move on.
So, yeah, there's definitely a lot going on for you these days. And I do really encourage you to listen to the replay when you get it, because a lot of my cards really echo a lot of what's been said by the other readers. So, the message is coming through that often. It's always important to listen. But I feel like you get messages, like you have intuition. I don't know if you physically hear spirit sometimes or like little whispers in your ear, but I feel like that by really tapping into your intuition and defining what it is that's going to bring you, passion, peace, and joy in life and fulfillment, that it's going to benefit you. Because I feel like you already know what you want to do. Like you've already been thinking and maybe like daydreaming, but it's still a form of manifestation. Like the more we really think about what we want to do, like, oh, I'd love to do this someday, what's to stop it from being this day, right? So start really plotting and planning what it is that's going to make you happy, because it is a big change and it is going to require the balancing of a lot of little pieces flying around. I feel like maybe, I don't know if you want to start your own business or something like that, like kind of go out on your own. But either way, even if you're changing careers or starting your own career, it's a lot to balance. So make sure that you're going with the flow, but also trying to maintain the balance and direction of things. Because I feel like what stops you sometimes from really going for things is control issues. Like you want to know how it's going to turn out before you do it. And then that kind of immobilizes you to actually do anything because you don't know how it's going to turn out, but you won't do it to find out how it's going to turn out. Like I feel like it's this whole thing that kind of gets bundled up, and I feel like it makes you anxious to really branch out and do what you want. But it's necessary. It's scary, but as long as we're focusing on ourselves and our wellness through everything, taking care of ourselves and really processing all the emotions and the fears that come up as we start on our new adventure towards, passion and fulfillment, then it's a lot to balance, but you'll get there. But know that you won't always be able to control it, and that's okay. And if it doesn't go your way, you just try it a different way, and it'll fall into place eventually, but it takes first steps to get there. And I want to end on this card, the last little oracle card that I pulled. It says, you are a creative spark of the divine. You have the opportunity to create a life of peace, joy, and abundance. You are being encouraged to celebrate all that you are, all that you are becoming, and surrendering to what is in your life. Filling your life with gratitude, having gratitude for all needs met each waking day, opens the universe up to sending you more opportunities to flourish in your life. You are the grace and love you have been searching for. I wish you well in your new adventure.
Thank you.
Yeah, while you guys were all talking, I'm getting flashes of stuff. I definitely see the plans. I can see that your plans are good. And I want to move now on to Sheldon's reading. So Sheldon, for you, I received the King of Wands. And what I love is that you are in a new phase. Like you have now a vision that will help you succeed. And it's like, even though you've been putting a lot of hard work in and you know how to work, you definitely can see the foundation of what you want to do. And I think that there's definitely past gifts coming through, things that you know how to do that's going to help you succeed on your path. But this is, I think you are at a place where this is a chance to really do something. The opportunity has come to allow you to see the plan and do something, and that is directly from Spirit. Harvey did come through with Amy, and I feel like you should definitely use him as your spirit guide. Like, Harvey, help me. I don't know, but that would be a fun one to work with. But Sheldon, I want to go more into what phase you're going into right now, because this is letting me know that you are hungry for something now. And it's the drive and the hunger for being able to create the solid foundation for you and your family. Like, this is the time to do it. So I definitely feel that you need to carry through on your plans. I feel like there is, I can feel a male and female spirit around you too. And it's like the male is kind of fighting to come forward. But I feel like right now you are in a place where you're meant to create something that will give you adventure. And it's like your relationship has to not just be with your partner, but with your money. Okay. And you have to treat your money like it's your little pet right now. Okay. Like, what would you do with it? Right. Like, don't, trust the growth, because you are creating something that is going to be very self-reliant, and it's going to benefit your family and others. And I feel that you are being led intuitively, and that's what you're learning how. And I also feel like there is something that you're standing for. Okay, so I feel like what you're creating is going to be of not motivation for others, but there's a motivating influence that is going to get you to stand up as a leader. I feel like you two are meant to create something that other people are going to recognize, like, this is you. You're falling into your path right now, and if you put your energy and passion into it, you're only going to move forward. But I do feel that this is the time where you guys have the chance to create what you want with no regrets, no mistakes. All of the foresight that you have, the planning that's involved, is definitely supported by Spirit right now. And this is about learning about money and success as well. So what you're creating will create a money wheel for you. And I feel like this money is definitely connected to Spirit. So there, you'll feel it when you're going in the wrong direction. Don't worry about that. You're very much guided, but this is about your wealth and success and your stability for your future. And this is a time to do it. I definitely feel money and land and building and, even being able to take a vacation. So I definitely see accomplished goals and the things that you're seeking and want to create in your life now. And you are moving into that place. So I see a solid foundation for what you're doing around you.
Yeah, hello. I got some runes here for you. So the first thing that came out was a lapis, which it was just showing in the past. It shows that that's like an intuition, that you do have a strong inner sense, so to say. So you do know that you have abilities to be able to like see and create things, and that's good that you're familiar with it. It does show here that within 2 months ago there was something around the home, and now looking for something new. Right now for you presently, everything went right off into travel, and it was balance. Again, you got a similar rune than in the last cast about the masculine and feminine balance of doing something together. But you also had the travel rune. So that's radio, and that is for travel. So that's very exciting. So follow any ideas around travel, because it came directly out. And it also is travel related to like self-reliance. You've got the horse, so it's also independence and travel. So the whole spirit of it is
I got goosebumps everywhere.
Part of it. Yeah. So it's really like the spirit of travel and doing that. And also it did also show a cycle again of a year. So again, I can see that there's planning being put into place, but also something that's already in motion. So right now you've got the ISA, a standstill. So that's why it's in the middle of things seem still. It's just to get it clarity. And that's why everything gets restricted and feels still until you see it. And then you'll know, and then that it changes and it goes into action. So it does show that that is a spot where you're getting it clear right now. And that's why some things feel like a standstill. It's just for that clarity. But then it does move forward into travel. And also there was some ruins going down south a little bit here and showing a cycle there. So from whatever location to whatever location, a little bit of a message about south, maybe with the travel. The travel looked like it was going east and upward, and then going south. So there may be something connected with that as well too. And it is around the same timeline in about 4 months time. So it looks exciting. And don't forget that you always have that gift to be able to get the answers that you need. Just wait and take that minute that you need and get that clarity in your mind, and you'll see that vision. And then you'll be able to move forward again, and that'll always be available to you at every step along the way. Yeah. So good luck, guys.
Thank you.
And we're just waiting for Misfit. We're having a storm, so some people are in and out of power, but I'm sure she will hop on.
I was just totally thinking that I was clicked on with speaking and I wasn't. So I'm guessing that there's something that the message is to listen, to listen to what's been the other readers have been saying, because what I'm seeing in here is very much about that clarity that's being brought forward to you. And it's like you've been very distracted with things. And with the past, I don't know about the past, or there's something that's kind of like been nagging at you, and really like kind of taking the focus away from what brings you the joy and like the things that kind of light up your life again. And I feel that there's a really strong male energy around you. I'm not sure if you were close with your grandpa or an uncle, but I feel really strong male energy, and they're really wanting you to explore and just kind of ride the wave. So it's like, I wrote down here, have the patience to commit to adventuring and like trying something new, and just knowing that that's going to take time and it's not going to be like a quick. So like, don't dismiss the opportunities. If something presents itself and it seems like small and kind of insignificant, or like you just kind of wouldn't pay attention to it, pay attention and really kind of listen to what is drawing the like positive part out of that situation, and not looking at kind of the judgment side of it or making an opinion. Just be open, like just kind of be open to trying new things. So, but I do see some really creative ideas. So this tells me that you've got like new opportunity, new ideas, they're coming for you to be able to explore them. So yeah, I'm really excited, but don't let the distractions get the best of you.
Okay, once again, lots going on, and some similar cards as showed up in your partner's reading, of course. It's very intertwined and everything on this new path that you're pursuing. But I feel like the past kind of comes up a lot for you. I don't know what kind of upbringing you have, but I feel like a lot of your past involves like conflict, maybe like toxic people, just really not great situations. I feel like that has finally kind of come to an end for you, but you're still left with kind of the lingering, you have to process all that, right? The trauma and all that fun stuff. So I feel like as you move forward in your path, there is a lot of healing that's going to come with that. I feel like you've done surface level, but sometimes it bubbles back up and reminds you that there's always still more healing and more work to do along the journey. As uncomfortable as it is, things do have to be confronted, whether you're, sharing with friend, family, therapist, anything like that. I do feel like you have to unburden yourself. There's lots of healing to do that revolves around forgiveness and really moving on from situations, because I feel like you hold on to a lot that causes you hurt as you try to move forward. Maybe these past circumstances really kind of give you that fear of moving forward, but I do encourage you to really explore and process these things as they come up, and it'll help you reduce your stress, because I feel like you're very stressed out about everything, like constantly worrying about the what ifs and this could happen, that could happen, and all these things. And you'll drive yourself crazy when you do that, because I've done it. And it's a hard habit to break, of constantly worrying about things. But the more that we unburden ourselves and the more that we go with the flow and tap into our intuition and our spiritual path, the more that our path is really going to open up, the less that we fight it, and the more that we work on the healing and do the work moving forward. That path is just so bright and beautiful, because the card that you end with was the Sun, which is one of my favorite cards in the deck. It always reminds me of the Beatles song, Here Comes the Sun. Like it's been a long time, but the sun's finally coming out and everything's going to get, better and brighter for you. So as long as you can really work on letting go and releasing some of that stress and whatnot that you hold on to, the path is really beautiful for you.
Yeah, I get that. I get that you are actually going to experience a complete change of life this next year. And you are meant to lead by example. And that example is what you're creating. It's your joy, but it's also about, how you're able to see ahead. So all the ideas that are coming to you right now are definitely showing you the future of things. And be who you are. Now you are safe to be who you are. You won't have the fights. You won't have that charge, but you're going to lead in love. And that's why the sixes came up is, it represents that balance of giving and receiving and saying, this is our time. I'm going to create the life I want. I'm done with it all. And you have the strength to do it and the guidance around you to do it. But it is about your connection to what you materialistically want to create this year. So give yourself like a year's plan, right? Like put it together. We want a vacation, we want to build this, we want to sell that, and have fun with the changes, because you're not going to fail. And right now you are meant to show people in your life, and it's not about showing them, but it is about showing them what you're achieving in the next few years. So it is about that growth. So stay strong and keep focused. When things get chaotic, there's too many distractions. Use that as your sign. Too many people are getting in our way, right? Then take your balance, reconnect, and you'll be good. And I feel like that's the only thing you're really learning how to control right now, besides having the faith and energy to create what you want. So I see a very good future ahead of you this next year. So go for it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I forgot to mention, you can feel free to stay on, or you can log off if you're finished. We are going to give everybody a replay. So you will get to listen to this here and there. And happy holidays to you. Thanks for joining the circle. Joanne, I am so drawn to you right now. It's like I can feel your heart. It's like just opening up as you're listening. So I want to connect with you. What is it that you would like to know? You can choose a general message. You can get a message from the other side, or ask a specific question.
Well, my guides are telling me just to go general.
General reading? Okay, let's see what I get for you. Oops, my keyboard is here and it can get messy. Oh, so for me, I got a great card for you. And it represents the Empress is what I got for you. And I love that, because to me, it does represent you working with a universal energy that is going to go through you, but it also has to do with what it's going to bring you. And right now, as that Empress card comes up, it lets me know that right now you have the ability to give love, but you are in a place where you need to receive more love. Okay. So make sure that right now that you are connecting with the things that you want to grow and develop. And you're in a place where you are meant to develop something in your life. This also lets me know that I keep getting a Joanne with the exact same name. So I feel like, even though I feel like this is a very old spirit, I would even have to say like 1600s.
Wow.
Is how I'm seeing her. And it could be a past life thing or a connection to your name. But she is around you. So I feel like she is the one that is guiding you right now. And her power lies, and your power lies in the ability to manage but also rule and attain goals. So your path right now is what goals, your development, what goals do you want? Because you're comfortable, but there is more for you. And Spirit is trying to get you to connect to, and it's almost similar to Amy and Sheldon's, because your emotions are right now connected to your finances.
Okay.
Your emotions and finances are working hand in hand. And this also lets me know that you are meant to combine something. So remember, threes are the symbol for you. And whenever 333 or threes come up, that does represent a union. It's a psychic connection. And this lets me know that you have been selected to fulfill your potential and work with that guide or the spirit guides around you. And it's all about your family right now. It's all about your future right now. But for some reason, Spirit is directing me to tell you to delve into something artistic.
Oh my goodness, I just signed up 30 minutes ago for an artistic thing starting tomorrow.
Get out! I have goosebumps everywhere.
Serious, 30 minutes ago. Before you started.
Okay.
And you know what I said? It's a 10-day thing and 2 days is artistic. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just skip the artistic part.
No, you won't. See, Spirit knows, right? Spirit's hearing you. I love that. You need to do that. So
I will.
What I love is that when you connect to that energy, it is not only just a creative talent that you're going to tap into, but there's qualities that have to do with that creative talent. And one of those qualities has to do with designing. And it's not designing so much on a creative level, it's designing pathwork.
Okay.
And that creative, whatever juice is coming through, also has to do with that female spirit that is connecting with you. So you are actually working with a female spirit that was artistic.
Cool.
Now, maybe she was a painter or poet, I don't know. And I don't even feel like she was actually like your the last name that you're going by, is that your partner's last name?
Yes.
See, that's the thing, because the name that you're carrying, even though it's your partner's last name, you're being guided by the exact same name you have, which means a woman from the 1500s on his side of the family. So
wow.
that could be a past life or soulmate connection. And I'd actually really like you to try to Google that, because I wouldn't be told that if you couldn't find information.
Okay.
And maybe you'll find some kind of connection or something that happened, or maybe a talent. Maybe she was famous for something, I don't know. But she is around you, guiding you right now. And this also lets me know that you and your partner are meant to support each other. But I think that this has to do with your career and what you're doing for a living, that you're being guided to, even though it's creative and more for you and that energy. There is, a new wealth that can be found in what you're connecting to right now.
Yeah.
So it is about your career this year, but it's also about, connecting to that female spirit and this new channel and ability, something that you can add to what you're doing right now. So I feel like it's kind of exciting for you, but new, and you need new.
Yeah. You know what?
You're too comfortable.
Oh no, but okay, I won't say anything.
So just remember, with the Empress card, you are actually tapping into the universal law of emotion. And emotion is direct connection to the spirit world and your intuition. And that's why the creative juices want to flow through you that you already aligned yourself to. So I love that.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
I've got some ruins here for you. So first of all, right out of the bag jumps the quartz crystal and lands right in the center. So that is a wish stone. So right away it shows me that all of this is in motion because you have made a wish. You've already made a wish and your wishes are coming true. It shows here at about 5-6 months ago, there was a change, something was put in cycle, a year cycle that was initiated. 2 months ago, it shows that there was a major success on your part, overcoming a conflict, a challenge, something that was a repeated issue. Could have been a person, a health problem, a whole bunch of things. But that was a big breakthrough there and a win for you. And it has cleared the path and set into motion a journey for you. And it shows journey is coming up, journey and travel, but also spiritual journey. So it's definitely showing journey as in travel somewhere in 6 months, somewhere you'd want to be in 6 months. It may have been somewhere you asked to be a year ago, and you'll be there in 6 months, or something that you're setting in place now for 6 months from now for traveling. But there is also a message of spirit journeys and traveling within and journey. So whether that happens with yourself in your own place or also happens when you're traveling and you're taking time to do this, but there's definitely some inward journeying as well to experience for you to well, really be part of global consciousness, because your spirit is free and open and following itself and participating in it, and you've got a lot to give, and that's going to come out and feel great and be natural, but it's also needed. So just stay true to you on it. It does show here that there is Feihu Finance is available, and you also got Answers, which is answers to your questions. So that's why I show you're in motion of answered prayers already. And it does show put your house in order for the travel, and that means like pretty much like get it packed up so that you could head out the door type of thing.
Oh, that's exciting.
And that'll give you the mindset of where you want to go. So and overcoming the Thor, the obstacle, that was amazing. So congratulations on that.
It really was.
Moon ahead as well. So you got the moonstone ahead on the travel. So
cool.
It sounds like fun, but just follow yourself, see what you see in your visions and your journeying, and that will help guide your location as well.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
So I really love, when I'm doing these cards, I got the magic prayer card, which that just tells me that you have the spirit and your spirit guides are answering a prayer or some wish that you've put out. In the next 3 months is what I feel like you're going to see the manifestation of this.
Okay.
And what the cards are showing me is that right now this course or this something that you're doing over the next few weeks that are going to lead into creating what this is going to manifest in the next few months. So it's kind of like you're starting the stepping stones. And I don't know if you're much of a writer or if you like to write or you've been thinking about it, but I keep hearing that you need to write, and I have the storyteller card. So that's telling me that you're a natural storyteller and that you have this voice and this like childlike desire to just like joyous. It's kind of like eager, like you're just, it's not child, it's more like innocent, like you want to just share and you need to get it out. And there's something that you need to say that people need to hear. Maybe not even say, but there's a message. You've got things that you're meant to share with the world.
Yes.
What I'm really seeing right now is to get to this, coming all together is that they're really wanting you to focus on nourishing your soul and grounding yourself, and that if things are feeling overwhelming, you need to take a step back and kind of recenter yourself, you know, in your insights, in your intuition, because you're connected, and just really, you know, leap forward into these new opportunities that are coming, and just breathe and take your time. You know, even though you're meant to leap, just do it with like that ease, right? Like, know and trust yourself, because you're getting all the info, and I'm really excited because it feels really exciting for you.
It really is. It really is.
So I'm really, I have such wonderful harmony coming for you, but don't let yourself get depleted, because I do see that in here.
Okay.
So just keep yourself grounded is what I'm seeing. As long as you just keep, you know, that I feel like you already kind of have a set thing that you do when you're feeling that you need to ground yourself. So yeah, it'll open up this clarity for you. I'm really excited. Congratulations for what's to come.
You don't know how true you are about this writing. Okay.
Okay, yeah, definitely lots happening and lots going on for you. But I feel like it's been a really big, drastic shift for you recently. I feel like you're kind of stuck in the past sometimes, mourning like what coulda, shoulda, woulda been, like, but without realizing that the best is still yet to come. Like, there's more opportunities ahead. And through doing these courses and starting these new adventures and really getting out there with like-minded people, whether it's through arts or social groups, whatever it is, just get out there and sign up for whatever class comes your way within reason. Don't burn out. But definitely seek new experiences, because it's going to lead to a lot of growth and new opportunities for you. I feel like through creating and putting what you need to put out into the world, it's not only going to bring you, you know, your passion and purpose, but also a little bit of coin too, right? So that's never a bad thing. If you can do what you love and make money on it, it's a win-win. So really, I encourage you, and Spirit encourages you to really embrace your quirkiness and the things that make you you, instead of trying to do what everybody else does. It's really time to embrace your unique individuality, because that's what, like, when we put our businesses out there and whatnot, what we're really selling is ourselves, right? So we have to be our true authentic self so that we can really connect with people that we're trying to reach, through whatever means we're trying to reach them. So it's going to involve, again, a lot of growth on your end, but also really just uncovering all the societal pressures and really just leaning into being yourself, because it's going to lead you to bigger, more beautiful things than you can ever imagine. Whatever you're doing, you know, in the near future is really going to open your eyes to possibilities. And yeah, it's very much exciting. And I feel like the people that you're going to come in contact with are the people that are meant to be in your life. Like East Coast Mystics reading was all about like previous connections, past lives coming together and whatnot. It really is a time like that. You already have some of those connections, but there's still more out there. So in order to find those connections, you really do have to get out there and do the damn thing sometimes, no matter how scary or I won't do that or whatever it is. You really do need to experience these things.
Excellent. I can relate to all of it. All of you are awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. Sounds like you're going to be busy this year.
Oh my goodness, I have been, and it's just so fast. Things are moving so fast. It's crazy.
Good. Yeah, and it's going to move you in a direction that is more refreshing for you. So yeah, I see good stuff around you. Just flow with where you're going, and can't wait to hear about it. Daryl,
excellent.
I'm going to you. Have a great night, Joanne. Thanks for joining us.
Good to see you, Joanne.
So, what would you like to know?
I'd just like to get a general reading, please. That's from past experience. That seems to have what's worked well for me.
Okay, let's see what's up. The last month of the year and where you're headed. You got a king. And I love that, because both of the males that joined tonight got kings. And when a king comes up, it's a place of mastery. Now you have the King of Swords. So I want to get into why you have that card. And it's because you're actually going into a place where you have to learn about your own power of authority. And right now, that is the energy about you. It's about your authority. It's about your discipline. It's about your integrity, your morals, your standards, as well as not feeling alone. So the spirit of the king is releasing the bondage of feeling alone, but also feeling sorrow. And I definitely feel a male figure coming forward around you. I have goosebumps everywhere. And I feel like he is helping you right now when it comes to your physical, but also your mental changes. You're going through a death and a rebirth. So pay attention to how you're thinking. And if it's not supportive for you, know that that is releasing. It's not trying to bother you. You're not meant to be fighting your own mind right now. But what I love about this is about you finally being able to feel like you're achieving success. So hold your ground, right? You don't have to bend as much as you think, and you're not in a place where you've lost control. You're actually in a place where you need to listen carefully and weigh cautiously everything that is going on right now, because there is things that you are required to do. And those things are arising this month, next month, and into February. So you have 3 months. And all 3 months are going to have a decision for you to make. And that decision is about you being fair. Okay, so these 3 decisions are going to improve your life, but it's about really how you feel and being fair for yourself. Like, you're not going to self-sacrifice your position, right? And what I also get is that there is an influence with a lawyer, as well as a doctor, as well as learning something new. So all 3 of those things are in play in your life right now, or will be in play here in the near future. But you are going to receive the recognition that you are meant to. And that has to do with paperwork, okay? And often when this comes up in life, it is something where you have to keep holding yourself. And that's why the King of Swords comes up. So hold your position in what you want, hold your position in what you manifest, and really flow with the actions and the words and the deeds that are coming to you through life. Because right now, the power is all in the written or spoken word. So pay attention to how it's helping you, not making things difficult. Where is what you're going to receive? Start seeking the bliss in those things, even though you feel like the difficulty is difficult. It's not. So actions, words, and deeds, as well as a power of the written word. And right now, this is the part that is manifesting the best journey for you. Okay? But the one thing that I would do is, again, keep your plans, go over your plans again. Is there any change to the plans? And there's also something that I keep getting about vitamins. So I do feel like you are lacking some kind of vitamin. Maybe, are you doing any multivitamins? I feel like you need more vitamins. And I feel like it's vitamin B or vitamin D. So those 2 are both being spoken to me. But when this card comes up, it represents stability and control of money as well. So you do want to keep your focus on your long-term success and where you're headed. And it also lets me know that, you know, you are very close to getting to where you can create your success that you want. And this does have to do with building. So I do see building involved. Now that's building success, but it's also building what you want in life. And it's also maybe a purchase and building something there. So pay attention to the ideas that are coming, but I do see you planning to build in the future right now. And I don't see anything against you.
That's incredible to hear. Thanks. Well, I talked to my lawyer 2 hours ago.
And
we're
how do you feel?
Still good. Really good.
Okay. So this message is for you to listen. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And the other side of the situation, there's going to be fairness. Trust the fairness for all sides, but don't bend.
Okay. Yeah, I can relate to all this. We're just about to present her with an offer.
Oh, I got goosebumps. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. Thank you. That was awesome.
Hey, Daryl. So,
Hi.
yeah, you got a pretty strong message on the ruins, and it is really focused on you, and like know thyself, and a reflection, and maybe even like spending time even in front of a mirror and talking with yourself, and knowing like yourself, where you're agreeing with yourself on things that you know are right or things that you feel are right, because there's the only confirmation that you need of anything is yourself right now, and it's know yourself. It also shows that there's been answers brought to you right here, right now. There's an answer brought to you, and it's only you that knows the decisions and the choices to make on that. So just be whole with yourself. Nobody else's point of view is to be influenced this at all. This is all about your wholeness of your mind and yourself. And so it really is reflection. It shows to make sure that you're coming from a place of joy when you're looking at this. There are other influences which are external, okay? So don't pay attention to them. And sometimes triggered through people, you might get a little vibe off of it. But, and those can set your mind trying to think in wrong directions. Don't listen to it. Just, if it sounds a little bit weird and off to you, it is. Stick with yourself, okay? Don't go with somebody else's jive talk on something that may, it just, as soon as it seems to go off with you, stick with yourself right now, all right? That you know yourself, you know how you feel about things, and as know thyself is going to not only bring more clarity and power for yourself, but acceptance of where you're going. This does show that there is a new cycle coming up for you here, and that there's new opportunities, and you'll be able to, you've got the so will you ruin, so it's kind of like so will you do it, so you're going to have that opportunity to step into that. But right now it's just honoring yourself, looking at yourself in the mirror, even your own self-thoughts that are running right now. It's okay to have that conversation with yourself and let them balance until they agree and you feel whole about it by yourself with nobody else's opinion. And when you feel good about that, that's it, you're solid. And that's your answer. And you also have Fehu, which is money, and you've got answers, which is answers to your wishes. So just listen to yourself, and that's the message.
Thanks. Boy, that's pretty positive. Wow. I'm blown away. I know I really feel the time of transition is coming up. It's just, here we go.
Right on.
I've done a lot in the last year. I've done a lot of healing mentally and all that. And I'm in a way better place. And I'm ready to tackle the world.
That's awesome.
Thank
it's
you.
It's a fun journey, I tell you.
Looking forward to it.
Hi, Daryl.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
You too.
So I'm really excited for you, because I see like you're dead center on this transition of like ending and getting rid of all this other stuff that you've been having to deal with and sort out, and you're just like going into this new phase. But I do see that it is feeling like really heavy, and that like you're carrying this like weight, and there's spirit around you is actually a female that I'm picking up on, and she's really wanting you to take care of yourself. And it's almost like you've been losing sleep and you're just maybe not eating properly, or there's just something nutritionally that I feel that she's like going like this to you, right? Like she's like shaking her hand like you need to like take care of yourself, because you're taking care of everybody else and you're worrying about everything else. And you have been doing all this healing, and that is where this like card for me is coming up, that's showing like you're at that transition point, because you've done so much work over this last year, and it shows like this huge transition, but now it's time to kind of like be like, okay, it's done, and seek some comfort in this next month. You know, December, like curl up with a warm blanket and just let yourself let and release all this stuff, because before you can step fully into the new one, they're wanting it. What I'm seeing is that you're just like, you gotta like, it's like you've closed the door and you're done with it, shaking your hands, and you're like, now just rest and recoup, so that when you get into the beginning of the new year and you get into the spring, you have like the energy and you've self-nourished enough that you've got this gumption, because I see this like kickstart, and it'll feel like you're kind of stuck in the mud but you need to just seek that comfort. When you feel like things are sticky and you're just kind of stuck, find yourself, like I keep hearing, like a daily ritual. Like, I'm not sure if you already do one or not, but I feel that you need to. There's something when you start your day or you end your day that they really want you to just kind of, it's something small too. It's not anything big, crazy, could be something as simple as like, like, I don't know, just curling up and maybe just reading a book, or just like watching a show before you go to bed that kind of calms you down and doesn't get the brain going. It just lets your brain kind of just chill for a little while. So yeah, but I see so many great plans ahead for you. I've got some pentacle cards, and I think that this offer is going to really go, it's going to be good, and you're going to be able to just move forward. So I'm really excited for you, Daryl.
Thanks. Thank you very much. I do, as you said, Georgina, I think it's an extremely fair offer, and I'm sure it'll go. I actually expect to come out of it a little bit. You never quite get what you think you expect, and if she doesn't get what she thinks, then it's going to be fair. But anyway,
definitely.
Thank you.
And for some reason, I do see you flying somewhere. So I don't know if that's in the plans in January or February or even March, but it would be a good time for you to take off. I can see you going to maybe Ontario, or even maybe if you have to go to Alberta. But I definitely see that, and I definitely can see you finding a babysitter for Salty. So who would watch Salty while you go?
Yeah.
But,
actually, Caroline Bird.
There you go. So I definitely see that. So if you do feel like you want to take off, go visit someone and have some fun and relax for a week. Right.
Well,
but
I got to tell you this. So last night, my buddy Len, who was on here the one time, he thought we were brothers. He called me up and got a deal for, he came upon a deal for an all-inclusive in Cancun, and he's really working me to go, and I'm like, oh,
dude, I totally see the airplane.
So
that's a sign. That's a sign you're meant to go on that plane. So okay. For sure. Oh, goosebumps everywhere.
Yeah, but I just had to tell you that was yesterday, and then the lawyer thing was today. So
that is
pretty
awesome.
Impressive.
You're aligned. That's awesome. Okay, Misfit, sorry.
No.
All good. So definitely lots of new exciting opportunities for you going into the new year. But I do still feel that lingering from the past and that nagging of, I just want this to be done. Like it is causing you a lot of stress and a lot of sleeplessness, and just And that stress can sometimes usually affect our health as well. So I do encourage you, like Mystic Gypsy said, to just try to breathe and relax a little bit and just zen it up a little bit. Maybe your morning ritual needs to be a little bit of meditation. Just let this shit go. Can't control it, just have to kind of ride it out, right? So instead of just kind of white knuckling it, just kind of then meditate a little bit. Because you really do need to relax. Like, stress reduction is big throughout the cards, and it always seems to be in your reading. So I encourage you to give it up to spirit, God, whatever higher power you want to believe in. Start that as a ritual. Like, just meditate, let it go, breathe it out, and just take it easy a little bit more. Because it does stress you out, all the situation not being finished and everything. Because I feel like you've been in our circle for a long time. I feel like it's dragging on. So I can only imagine how you feel about everything, right? So it's justifiable how you feel. But as it comes to an end, make sure that you really do let this be a letting go and really leave it in the past where it needs to be. Because there's new opportunities and a new relationship just kind of waiting for everything to finish, and this new relationship is really going to complement your life and bring you a lot of joy once this past chapter has ended. So do go forth with, optimism and whatnot, but do still focus on, the healing and the nitty-gritty, right? So it's a journey, not a race. So definitely go forth with confidence, value your self-worth as you go into your next relationship, because you deserve more than what you've had in a life. And I feel like it's the same for your partner. Like, you're really going to end up complementing each other and giving the other one what they haven't quite experienced yet. So it's really beautiful time. It's just, you got to kind of put in the time to get there, unfortunately. But it is coming, of course.
Well, that's great. Thank you. And yeah, no, I like what I hear.
Yep, I get on that cruise with, 2 bachelors. Go have some fun. I guess it's all inclusive, right? So you get to, go have some fun. Let loose. I sure would. Nobody knows you, right?
That's right.
That's when you can be super naughty.
That would be nice.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? You deserve it.
I do.
Let's go to Rhonda now.
Thank
you for joining. Rhonda, it's your turn. So you have a choice. You can choose a general message. You can choose a specific question, or if you want a message from the other side. What would you like to go for? We do have a chat. Is it a general read, like you said on the email? Okay. Let's go for the general read, okay? I'm gonna start while the other ones go up. Whew, I'm getting warm. So I got the 3 of Cups for you, which is actually a really good card. Oh my gosh, you got it too? That's probably why I got warm. We picked it at the same time. Okay, so synchronicities in place. First off, what I like about this card is it's always a yes. So if you have a question, and I feel like there is a heart question about somebody, I feel like there's a heart question about a male, and the answer is yes, you are moving in the right direction. So if you are single, you are not going to be single. There is love your way. And if you are kind of interested right now and there's a door or a crack open, there is genuine love there. For you, I do get a generational power. I keep getting a song, and it's really weird because I don't get songs and I don't even know this song. But the song that I keep getting for you is a message, and it's like it's all about love. It's all about love. And I keep getting the name Jane or Joan. Someone with a J is guiding you. And it definitely is a female on the female side, and she is very intuitive. and she's working with you right now. So she is giving you and sending you happiness. And she really wants you to turn towards the future and start going for what you want. When the Three of Cups comes up, it represents growing and developing relationships. So this year and the energy around you is all about connecting, but it's not just connecting to people, it's connecting to soul people. And there is 3 meetings that you are going to have this year. One of them will be female, which means that there is a soulmate connection with a female that is meant to be part of your circle. Like there's a spiritual friend, maybe someone that you connect with or do something fun with. And then there is 2 males. And both of these males are meant to bring you something that you don't have. So you're meant to feel something from them. This also lets me know that you are meant to celebrate with family and people. So you have to break free and let yourself go out and do things that you normally won't. When this card comes up, it does all represent growth in love, but it's about releasing the past. And you have released so much from the past. You're stronger than you've ever been. I do get a V. So this woman that's showing me, this woman around is going like this to me. So the V is something special. It could represent a spirit around you, or it could represent the victory or what they want, okay? But this represents your path right now. It's meant to be positive and rewarding. And it's about you expressing your natural abilities when you receive something. So whenever a blessing is coming to you, a natural ability is awakening. And you are meant to tap into the power of creativity. This lets me know that there is someone from the past that may be coming into your present. And if that happens, it is meant to happen. But it could also be a family member from the past coming forward, or a friend or a lover. So I know one of those 3 people I'm talking about is someone from the past. And it also lets me know that there's a purpose with this past person and influence. And if it's temporary, then it has to come to an end. But there's also something that is needing to invoke. So your card is all about meeting somebody. You're being prepared, and it's about when you meet them, you'll feel a soul connection. And this is all about personal growth. And I feel like this personal growth is also connected with your career or something you're meant to do. So career and relationship is actually a trigger. And financially, there is also instructions on doing things for yourself that is going to, make you feel better. You're meant to get prepared right now for the life that you want. And self-love and also indulgence and satisfying yourself is really important right now through this month of December, because you are meant to satisfy your heart and spirit. They're craving something, right? They're ready for the goods. But as far as the card goes, it does let me know that your walk right now is good. You have good energy, you're protected, but it's about, getting the yeses that you want, seeking those things and communicating with the spirit around you. This also lets me know that you are meant to have a community, of a circle of women, a connection to other women that have spiritual insights and abilities. There's power within you and the connection to others. So be open to everyone that crosses your path this year, but maybe think about something you may want to do spiritually with others, because your spiritual ability wants to connect to its purpose. And really, that's what the year is all about. Even though these soulmate connections are taking place, it is getting you prepared for something you're meant to be doing in the future.
Yeah, that's great. I've got some ruins here, and it shows a big pile up of stuff that has happened, and it's kind of broken down into two different groups here. So it's like your past, there's been conflict and some repeating problems and some things that you've had to deal with and overcome. However, that's also been your grounding and your foundation for forward movement. It shows here you actually have the ruin on top of the lapis, which is showing that it's like the Ace of Cups of the tarot. It's like the, opening to the divine, that there was an experience, or there's a knowing that you are receiving guidance and that you are receiving it. So that's showing that is what's happened. So even though you've dealt with some challenges, it's fostered this ability to know that even when those things are coming, or you've got challenges you need to overcome, that you're going to have that sight and wisdom, and that this is brought to you. It shows that it is answers to your questions. So you are communicating and you are receiving. That's what that message is, that you are receiving the answers, and that there are things being set in motion for a year cycle for you, new year cycle starting now, which takes you away from conflict. It shows that part of the now this is the ruin that you've got, which is also sometimes a repeating thing, or, oh, this always happens to me. Maybe it's self-fulfilling. So, maybe things have happened so much that you make a self-fulfilling prophecy of it. So if there's any habits like that, just like end them. So recognize them. If you're like, oh, this always happens, then just change it as well to help empower the new changes. And you have Cure, which is the ruin of the spiritual warrior. So it's motivating, it's conquering all challenges. So just take that positivity, and when you, instead of let yourself get down a little bit, say, no, I can do it, and throw forward what you want to manifest and change. And that's going to keep you in the zone that you are meant to be in. And ultimately that you'll carve out the whole space, and it will always be like that. It does show here that there is a magical charm that is around you, or present to you, or that you know of. So that is something, and it's also to approach it with joy. You've got Munjo, which is joy. So make sure you stay in that joy space. Even though you've got the challenges, you can overcome them from that head space. And if you get any repeating, to just break those off and move forward, because there is a whole new movement here, and it's going off as well into like moons. The moonstone and the amethyst are off into the future, which is spirituality and cycles and harmony and balance. So just follow yourself and listen to that inner voice, and it will always be there for you.
Hello. Okay. So, I really see a very spiritual time for you. I have this really beautiful card, and I always kind of like to show it. It's a little beautiful owl he's got this like dandelion there on this egg, and it's about intention. And I just really feel these next, I'd say 8 weeks to 8 months is probably going to be it is going to be a very important time to align yourself with what your intention is for going forward. I feel like I read somewhere that intentions are like magic arrows, out into the universe. So it's kind of like when you can align yourself with what you value and what you're feeling, you'll able to kind of see through the darkness and the heaviness, and anything that you're needing to kind of let go. It's like this, when you're feeling any chaos or frustration, it's really just about directing that, set that intention of where you want this frustration to transition, and what you want it to turn into. What is the challenge that you want to overcome, but seek the answer and the outcome for it, because I see this is also a time of like amends and inner peace, and this is the outcome card for you, which is inner peace. and she's kind of like laying on this forest. It's kind of hard to see, and there's, you know, and she's just at peace within herself. And that's what is going to be the outcome for you when you're able to just kind of clear away all this clutter and this stuff that you don't need anymore, and, you know, find that healing, that journey that you're on right now is leading you to. But I do see this like note here for you that it is about that, you know, that connection and finding a connection to, you know, your inner sacred self. And so I do think that you're in like this time of awakening where you're like kind of seeing all these different parts of yourself, and maybe learning things about yourself that you didn't know, or kind of waking up to and seeing. But it's also important to just like kind of find that forgiveness, because it's not really about forgiving other people or situations. It's about not letting the past control your future, right? So I just really see this like abundant time coming for you in the next year ahead in 2024, but the next 8 weeks starting around to, you know, so in the new year till about, you know, fall, it's just going to be some like really big healing for you, and just slow and steady. That's, you know, that's it. You've got this. It's going to be great, but just breathe through it. It's got good things in the end. I love that inner peace card for you. It's beautiful.
Got a lot of cards here, but the funny thing is, Ethos Mystic, right off the hop, we get those 2 same cards, and there's not a damn thing on my desk that says anything different really than what you said. You covered it so very well that I don't really have much original to add here, but just to echo and really reiterate how important that message was for you, from taking care of yourself, making connections, working on, you know, the things that are going to bring you to this very exciting next chapter in your life. But yeah, just really focus on taking care of yourself and doing your healing, because a lot of emotions come up as we move forward and do that healing, right? So really, really, really do take care of yourself, because you deserve to be cared for. You've done enough for other people. It's time to do it for you. Yeah, get it, girl.
Before we end, I do want to say, I do feel that there's like a few spirits around you. You definitely have a channel, and I feel like that's why you're so busy in the mind, because you're receiving so much from other people. I think that if you had an asshole cross your path, pardon my language, you would hear 6 people say, you know, that guy's an asshole. So so it does let me know that. Now with the 3 of Cups that I got from that does let me know that there is the generation above you. So your mother or an aunt is around you. And then there's also her mother. So there is those two powers are around you. And when I said that one of them, there's definitely someone with a name with a J, or they keep showing me J. So that's a K. I get a J and a V. Okay. But what I keep hearing in the song is, you have to look it up. And I don't even know this song, but I keep hearing, she will be loved. So I know that they know what you want, and that they are guiding you to what it is that you want. And you definitely need to start using them as your spirit guides. Like, please, I'm ready. Give me something to what's my synchronicity today? Because there is synchronicity all around you, and it wants to speak to you to help you receive the direction you need to go. And as you experience the direction on your path, your mind is going to change, including your taste in men. For some reason that is coming up, okay? So I definitely know that the person that is going to cross your path is going to be a little more, okay? She's going to, or he's going to be like a little more intuitive maybe, or maybe more in tune to their heart, or calm. And it may frustrate you at first, but once you accept the healing energy that he has, you're totally going to receive what you want and need. So I know that there is a change in a male and how you would view this person coming. 10 years ago, you may not even turned your head, but this time you're like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna give him a chance, and you're getting used to how he expresses and gives to you. So just be open to receiving and giving and saying thank you. But I feel that you got to look up that song, She Will Be Loved, and that's the direct message that I'm receiving from the women around you. So women power is there. Okay, you said Lady Joanne Green, 15. Okay, 15, I got goosebumps everywhere.
I
So
know it. It's her.
that might have been you.
Wow.
You never know. So that is amazing. Look into it. Thank you everyone for joining. We'll make sure you get a copy of the replay, and we do this every month. So whenever you want a message, you know where to find us. Thank you.
I just want to say one thing,
Of course.
because at first it started with a misfit. There was smoke, like spirit, all over in front of her. And and at one point it came onto the Mystic Gypsy, and it was almost like there was an incense burning, and it was just coming across the screen. And I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but it was really strong when you did your very first reading to Amy. It was like, it was everywhere. And I don't know, did you guys have smoke burning, or was it spirit? Because it was everywhere. Like, it was like crazy.
Did both. I had incense going. I smoked myself right out over here.
Okay,
Same here.
but it didn't come on
lot
for
of us
everybody
do
though. It didn't come on for everybody.
Okay.
The smoke.
Yeah.
So it was interesting.
That's
Very
so
cool.
cool. Right on. Well, I saw a face in somebody's smoke. I'll be watching the replay because I couldn't remember which one, but I'm like, whoa, there she is.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll have
Wow.
to check that out.
Yeah, you
Awesome.
guys were all so bang on. And I know Rhonda and I know Dara, and that's why I kind of stayed on to be nosy.
Oh, that's awesome. Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. That's cool.
Yeah, it was very good. Excellent.
Thank you so much for joining. We'll send you the replay. Probably be tomorrow. Takes like 8 hours for us to get this done. But yes, thank you so much for joining. Have a
Take
great
care.
night. Okay. So we will close our circle.
Yeah, that's the Adam Levine. I was hearing Adam Levine when you were saying the song. It's the Maroon 5 is what for Rhonda. That's
Yeah,
right.
it is.
That's awesome. Okay. Thanks for joining. Oh, no problem at all. Song by Maroon 5. I've never seen that. I'm going to look it up too. I got to see why that came up. Wow. That's cool. Thanks so much. Have a great night. Okay, so we still have one more, Janice, who did not make it for some reason. So we're just going to do a quick general message for her, and then she's going to get the replay. And I did check halfway through to see if she messaged. I even wrote her and said, I'm starting in an hour. So let's get her message going. She's going to see that I just said that.
I don't know
I'm
what's
sorry,
happening, but I'm
Janice.
in a laughing fit over here.
Oh.
So
Oh, good energy tonight, hey? So I know that I'm now let's see. I know that I'm gonna do a general message for her and just see what comes up, okay? Oh my gosh. So right away, the first card I got for you, Janice, is the Emperor card, but it's reversed. So I want to go into that because this lets me know that there is a male energy that is guiding you, okay? And this energy does want you to have stability and it wants you to have strength. However, because it's reversed, the message is that there is some kind of situation you're dealing with that won't materialize the way you want it. And when this card comes up, it represents inaction and a change of plans. So this lets me know that something that you would like, or something that you're working on, or even someone you're connected to right now, will not manifest as you want it. And when this comes up, it does mean that you need to take charge. And you need to plan a situation. So I feel like this could represent more than one situation. I feel like this could represent a situation with your son. I feel like this could also represent a situation with a male energy that you're meant to connect with, because it is a major arcana card and a male energy. But I do feel like you have to stop waiting around for the changes and go for it. And put yourself out there, not just with the action that you need for your family and each person, but also in connection to some kind of male around you. So put some actions, right? When this card comes up reversed, it does represent a male who is not really good at dealing with authority. And you're probably like, oh, great. But the authority that we're talking about originates from, like tradition and family, and he has broken that. He wants to be the responsible partner and father and self-confident. But when it comes to initiating something with you, it does let me know that you have to make the first move. And when you do that, and once he feels comfortable, it will result in a very serious emotional connection. But you are dealing with people's emotional hangups right now, including your own. So I know it's hard. It's kind of like I'm telling you, but I know you. And I also know that you have to make the steps right now to step into the path that you want. And this is about being realistic, okay? Connect to what it is that you want and break the judgment that you have on why you haven't received it yet. Because when this card comes up reversed, it lets me know that there are behaviors and actions that you need to follow through. And I do have to go with the spiritual connection. So this lets me know that when we get to the Emperor reversed, the guidance for you is for you to seek your spirituality, and that you need to seek the path you want. You're accepting things that you don't need to. And this is the time where your intuitive self is guiding you and influencing you to make the changes. So the advice is to listen to yourself and seek spiritual counsel and follow the wisdom. And it may take some pressure, it may take some time, because you're dealing with other people, okay? But what I love about this is when it does come up with emotion, with your emotional life, or when it comes to relationships, it does mean that you are meant to connect to someone who's conventional, like, they want that old-fashioned type of connection. And it also is about your social structure and what you're connecting to. You might be involved in, certain situations, ceremonies, like seek ceremonies or spiritual things that you can do, and you're meant to meet someone. But I definitely feel that is connected to your spirituality. And this card, when it comes up, it does represent soulmate. So reversed Emperor does represent a soulmate connection and a spiritual love. And it could be also some type of culture behind it or tradition, but it does represent a spiritual partner that you're meant to connect to. And if you are single and there isn't somebody in your life right now, then the next person you meet and are meant to be with is of spiritual nature, and they're destined to love and create a life with you. So this card does come up for telling you to get prepared. Prepare and take initiative. As soon as you see something, grab it. Don't wait around anymore. Take action and maybe step into different spiritual things that you would enjoy so that you can meet people. But I feel like because this card came up, it does let me know that your whole life right now is connecting to the universal power of growth, the things that you want to grow in your life. And this is the time to do it right before the 1st of January. So you're in a place where you're meant to manifest, and I hope that your wishes come true. I think it was your birthday. I'm not sure, but I keep feeling like birthday power around you. And I know you're going to be like, how can you not know my birthday? Sorry. I'm kind of going crazy right now, but it's not about me. So yeah, I do feel like you're going to receive some amazing growth for yourself this year.
Hello, Janice. Well, I got some good runes for you here. You know, it's a little bit of wildness with a little bit of fun. So I think it's right up your alley here. But right away, it showed everything kind of focusing back. It showed 2 months ago that there was an answer given to you for a question, something I feel that it felt like you were open to it a little bit, but you didn't act on it. So there was a pulling back of something 2 months ago that you did receive an answer for. And now it's showing for you to stay open again to receive guidance again. And when you get it this time, you need to listen to it. Okay? So that's okay. It's not missed opportunity. It does show that you had opening around it, which is light. It's just making you take note of the next one that's coming. Okay, and then it does then something wild. You have now it's kind of a repeating conflict ruin, something, but it just popped right up the top. So that just shows me something just out of this world happened. You probably got a story about it, but it's something that you either know about or something, but it was just either way. It was just too much to explain. So that's okay. That's out of the system now. Now, it does have the quartz, and that is a wish stone right in your place. And then it showed the pile up of looking in the past a little bit, kind of focusing back at past that some people are thinking about some different conflicts, even though there is joy on top and love, but maybe that's family involvement and situations. But all of that is just kind of piling up. So it's saying, don't focus on that. Let go. You have your Fehu, which is your money, on top of your Lapis, which is your spiritual sight. So that's the direction to see. You have your fluorite in front of you and your ideals of business and creation that you have right in front of you. That's what you're supposed to be focusing on. And it shows in a 1 month time, there is not only travel to a location, but X, which is Gibo, which can be a meeting with a partner and can mean, what the X, could be. That's a good one. So that is saying that 1 month away, boom, that's triggered, and you can meet a good guy right there. And it shows that in 3 months, 3 to about 4 months, that there is a spiritual, maybe you're going to an equinox or you're going to an event and there's a standstill and there's a moment and there's a realization. So an underlying thing for you is a peace. You also got Ingus, which is awesome because it is female power and everything feminine and enjoyment and a happy state, and there is a new cycle coming. So just stay focused on that, let the other stuff go, be open to the new opportunity that's coming in. When you get a travel opportunity in the next month to go somewhere, do it.
Hello.
so I am picking up on a female energy around. I do feel more like it's family than spirit guides. Someone who is just really nurturing to you. Just I feel like there's so much love coming from this spirit. And what I see is that she is wanting you to know that it is time for change. It's a time to let go of the things that you've outgrown, and really move forward to the things that call your heart, that light you up, and that will bring just this joy to your life, because it is very heavy. And I do see that there is some it's an opportunity for reflection, like this self kind of reflection of seeing, where do you want this next year to go? What cycles are you ready to end? What people, maybe that you've outgrown and would like, not necessarily would like to, but need to move forward and away from. Because I do see that it is something, the things that you're kind of reflecting on and that will come up aren't things that you're expecting. And it's kind of like your own inner truth. But what I see here is that you're needing to speak to yourself honestly and without judgment and with compassion. And maybe not be so hard on yourself is what I feel like. I'm just being like, don't be so hard on yourself. And just when these things come up, what I'm seeing is that you're meant to feel it, but don't get stuck in it. It's important to feel it and not cut it off, because it needs to kind of cycle through so that you can move forward. Because even though it feels really stormy, there is like so much, blue sky and just, sun and joy and growth for you ahead in this next year. But I really picked up on, I was having like a bit of a laughing fit here before we did this read, and I feel like you need more laughter in your daily life. Like, I just feel like you just like this, just laughter, like kind of just hysterical. I don't know, watch funny movies, or if there's like a sitcom you're into, or just people that make you laugh, that you enjoy spending time with. Do more of that. And it will kind of encourage this transition for you and it'll kind of alleviate those storm clouds. So yeah, exciting.
A very bright and shiny year ahead of you for sure. But of course, as we move forward to happy times, things from our past will affect these things, the old wounds, old traumas, old hurts, whatever it was that we now have a story to tell. As Moonshine said, I love that. We always have stories, but then we also have hurts that tend to go along with some of these stories that we collect over our lifetime. And these things will pop up as we move towards brighter and better things, as a reminder, as a fear, as a trigger, as something that does really need to be processed as we move forward. So I do encourage you to reach out to, trusted friend, family, therapist, whomever you need to get the help that you need going forward when you feel stressed, overwhelmed, down and out. There are resources and there are support, whether you feel like it or not. I feel like you're probably the type of person that is support for those around you, but you don't necessarily always reach out for help when you need it. So know that there is support there, and there are things that you can do to support yourself as you move along this journey. And I feel like this journey very heavily involves your love life. I don't know if it's, reinvigorated relationship that you're in or new relationship completely, but there's definitely a new zest and a new chapter in regards to this. And I feel like there's a lot of healing that needs to be done. I feel like maybe that's what the issue is. By healing, you're going to be able to open up to new love in your life. And as you go through your healing and you learn the lessons like of negative cycles you may have been stuck in for a while, it will allow you to reach, better days and new relationships. So really focus on your healing and know that this is very much a new chapter in your life, because I feel like you've definitely been through it. But I do feel like a lot of it is in the past now, like the future is bright. So just focus on your healing so that you can really appreciate all the things that you do have in life, because there is a lot of wonderful things going on for you.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that's a lot of information for the next year for her. And I love that you got a Major Arcana card, because that does represent, the universe on your side and helping you. So when the Emperor comes up, it does represent the universal law of growth. And it is about what are the things that you want to grow and attract. So we wish you a wonderful year ahead. And thank you for joining us. And as I said before, the replay will be posted as soon as it's ready. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye. Until next time. Oh, I felt like I was doing that on a TV show.